What do you want to get out of the next month?
Well, a couple things. One, we just want to advance a little bit further in our knowledge of the system with all players. And then secondly, we got a lot of young guys that are in position to either compete or become a solid backup, and we just need those guys to develop.
How much has changed? I mean, obviously last year was the install year. You had to put a lot in, but mentality-wise, approach-wise for spring, what's different about this year in that sense as far as how you're going to handle the practices you have?
Well, I think the expectation is higher. The standard is higher because last year you're just starting from scratch and they really didn't know what the standard was. And so our standard is higher, our acceptance level, our tolerance level as coaches is smaller, which might be the reason I lost my voice a little bit right now. You know, we're trying to pick up right where we left off last year, not skip a beat, not step back and start back at square one, but start right where we left off after the bowl game.
You have one additional new coach with Ryan moving on. Talk about Eric coming in, seeing him in this environment now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job with our players. Obviously, I've known Eric. He worked with me at LSU, and I watched him work with our players there, not only as my grad assistant, but he also coached our tight ends for the, I guess, the back 7 or 8 games of the season, and did a great job with him. And so I knew what he's all about, but it's really fun watching our players relate to him. He's got a lot of optimism and a lot of energy, and they're really, I think, relating well to that.
A lot of quarterbacks on this roster in the spring. How are you going to divvy out reps?
Yeah, well, all of them aren't necessarily in position to get all those reps. Right now, we're pretty much splitting the reps amongst 3 guys, and we'll see if we build from there.
You mentioned starting where you left off last year. How hard is that without Zach, or do you feel comfortable in the guys you have?
I feel comfortable with the guys we have. We're not only missing Zach, we're missing a couple other guys that are key players, but I see it as a great opportunity for those other guys to progress. And so, you know, there's that saying in football, next man up, and it doesn't matter who's taking the snaps. That guy's expected to do the job, or who's playing tight end or Z receiver. That guy's expected to do the job and meet the standard. So it's a great opportunity for a lot of guys to get more reps.